Hello everyone, I am delighted to welcome you back to the Brandibay Fashion channel for an immersion into the heart of Milanese creativity. Today, I am taking you to discover the Marni Spring-Summer 2025 fashion show, a highlight of Milan Fashion Week, orchestrated by the talented Francesco Risso. Make yourself comfortable and let yourself be transported by this sensory experience where fashion becomes purity and emotion. From the very first moments of the video, one is struck by the almost monastic atmosphere of the Marni showroom on Viale Umbria. The setting is intentionally stripped down, raw and minimalist, in order to better highlight every detail of the creations on display. I appreciate this approach, which brings the essentials to the forefront, the clothes. Even through my screen, I sense Risso's desire to eliminate any unnecessary artifice, so that each silhouette can fully express itself. The soundtrack, performed live by Dev Hynes, Charlene Chidiak, and Adam Tindler, brings a touch of poetry that seems to float in the air. The music envelopes the space with a muffled aura, like an artistic breath accompanying the models in their free and fluid progress. Here, there is no imposed path or strict choreography. The models wander naturally, which reinforces the sense of spontaneity and sincerity in the presentation. We are then introduced to a transition into refined ensembles, composed of form-fitting knits and impeccably tailored trousers. I find that this initial sobriety establishes a very elegant, almost timeless, foundation before the collection unfolds into more theatrical shapes. Gradually, the silhouettes gain volume: boxy jackets with pronounced shoulders, voluminous skirts adorned with delicate textile undulations. A real feast for the eyes. One can truly sense the mastery in the handling of materials and cuts. But Marni does not stop there. As the show progresses, minimalism gives way to a subtle explosion of embellishments and colors. Patterns appear on key pieces: hand-sketched flowers on voluminous skirts or sparkling dresses, embroidered with rhinestone roses that beautifully catch the light. Personally, I was won over by this progression. We move from an intentional simplicity to a joyful sophistication, as if each look tells a chapter of the same story. What I find particularly fascinating about this collection is the integration of literary elements. Some creations feature handwritten excerpts or the poetic profile of Dante Alighieri printed on shirts. This brings an unexpected cultural dimension while enriching the aesthetic message. It's an intellectual nod that invites us to reflect on the relationship between fashion and literature. For you, passionate viewers, this video will be an opportunity not only to admire Marni's exceptional craftsmanship, but also to explore an artistic vision where every detail matters. You may find inspiration for your own looks, or simply enjoy observing how fashion can be imbued with meaning. In conclusion, I would say that this Spring-Summer 2025 collection makes a strong impression with its narrative coherence. The transition from minimalism to ornamentation is superbly orchestrated and enhanced by an enchanting musical staging. The highlights? The purity of the lines at the beginning of the show, the boldness of the volumes that follows, and finally, that refined interplay between simplicity and opulence. If I had to point out a weakness, perhaps some might find the overall approach too conceptual or tailored to a niche audience. But isn't that also what gives Marni its unique charm and identity? I sincerely thank you for following this report to the end. If you enjoyed this analysis, I warmly invite you to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any upcoming fashion discoveries, give a thumbs up to support the content, and share your impressions of this collection in the comments. I wish you an excellent viewing experience for the rest of the show. A little anecdote to end. Did you know that Marni's first runway show gathered only a handful of journalists in a Milan apartment? It just goes to show that the greatest stylistic revolutions often begin in intimacy. I look forward to seeing you again very soon for more stylistic discoveries. Take care and continue to celebrate the beauty of creation. Goodbye.